Alright, alright. Here we go. Alright, let's do this. Welcome to the Boop Boop stream. We're doing a new game today. I'm super excited. Here we go. Nice. Nice. Looks like YouTube's working. Looks like the stream is working. Hello everyone! This is what we're doing today. I think this is gonna put us right into it here. Wait till people come, and we will get underway. And here we go. What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today I am starting a brand new account in Dungeon Survivor 2. I will show you at a later date what my main account is. I want to show you how to get through the beginning of this game super quickly. I have a few tricks. Actually going to be speed running the first map of this and really getting into the second map where you can really start grinding every single expedition. Then every single trip you go and you take, you're going to be able to grind a lot of golden souls. So I'll show you exactly what to do, how to speedrun this very first one. We are starting right at the beginning of the game, talking to the survivor. And I do have the steps listed over there. We will be going with them one at a time. First you talk to this guy, you'll leave, you're going to chop some resources. I guess I'll highlight this already. We are gonna go. We are in number 1. First, resources, and I will show you how to grind the exact party to go and actually conquer this first map as efficiently as possible. Here we go. That was really weird. And we're here. Alright. First thing you gotta do, of course, is chop down this tree a couple times. We are going to build a manor. Go to the manor, add your craftsmen. You actually want to try to get these craftsmen as soon as possible. So the first thing to do, I will suggest, is watch an ad immediately. I'm going to turn off the sound so it doesn't ear rape you guys. So you're really only going to be watching 2 ads throughout this run. It's really important. I don't watch ads on the normal account. You're really just going to be doing that to increase your resources at the beginning of the game just to get going. Later on, it's actually not worth it to watch any ads. So wait till this one's done. Yes, watching an ad is part of the speedrun. You can do it without watching the ad. It just slows things down. That's really nice. You turn the sound back on. And you want to... Here we go. We'll wait till we get more food. You're going to recruit some more craftsmen. And we'll wait till we get a little bit more. We'll actually recruit the rest of the craftsmen in just a second. Now we're going to go to the castle. Talk to the craftsman. He's going to give you your initial food that you need. Actually, once you don't even have to wait there. You can just go. He does give you enough food to recruit the maximum amount of craftsmen now, so you're going to go and recruit 2 more. You're going to put them all into food, of course. This food's going to come in handy a little bit later. And you need to chop down a couple more trees here. The only time you ever want to click on this tree at the beginning of the game, it's right here at the beginning of the game just to build these first few the first few buildings. After that, of course, you're going to be producing the trees in your manor. Okay, here's the trick to the beginning of the game. This is what you want to do in your tavern. You want to go to your tavern, recruit. What you're looking for here is 4 adventurers that have high strength, either 8 strength or higher, basically, and that's going to enable you to carry a lot of food at the beginning of the game, and you'll actually be able to speedrun right through the first map. So they make you recruit these. You can recruit a mage, a level C mage if you want. We recruit these because they're just free. This only has 7 strength, so we're actually not going to be bringing them along. What you want to do is refresh the list, use food. You're only going to be getting D-ranked adventures this way, but that's fine. You're just looking for warriors and barbarians, and you're looking for the ones that have at least 7 strength. We do have, it's nice to get a mage. If you noticed, I did actually get a mage early on. This mage will be very good sort of right when you start map 2, so a C mage, it's fine. We're gonna keep on toggling this list. You spend your food, it's totally okay. You're gonna wait till, again, there's a 9 strength barbarian, so we're gonna recruit you. This is not gonna have enough strength. It's only warriors and barbarians. We'll refresh it, get some food again. We're gonna be getting into the first map in just a second, once we get, again, our 4 adventures. Ugh, bad rolls. There's another barbarian. 8 is fine. We're looking for 8 or more. We have plenty of food. We're making food in the manor as we're going here, so we're not going to really run out. Here's another 8. Every once in a while, you'll get really lucky and get one with 10 strength, and I'll show you why that's so significant later. But if you get one with 10 strength, you can actually even do this faster. But we're going to go for 8 or more. And here's a barbarian with 8. Alright, perfect. What you're going to do right now is you are going to go on your first expedition. Click on the crystal right over here. And we will add some adventures to the team. So we're going to be adding our 4 high strength ones. This should be this one actually. And we will complete. So we ended up with 3 barbarians and a warrior, which is fine. We're going to load them up with some foods. You want to go with the maximum amount of food here. And you press go. Now, this is the first trip into the dungeon. The first thing you always want to do when you are going to the dungeon is press config and click this to ×2. This will make the entire game go twice as fast. So you definitely want to do that to make the dungeon crawling experience a lot less tedious. So here we go. This is what you do in the first dungeon. I will switch up the little guide here to highlight this. To show that we are on step 2. This is how you're actually going to clear the entire top half of the dungeon. Now the first place you want to go, you got to go just ignore these little blinking lights, because you actually want to use some food up going to the left here and getting this first item. Getting all the items on the map are really, really important because they're going to enable you to go ahead. Now in your first battle, whenever that takes place, we happen to bump to a battle already. You always just want to hit these 4 buttons and put them into auto. It really doesn't matter at this point in the game. There's no point in even toggling the how exactly they're attacking which attacks, which you can always do by going into team, clicking on a guy, and press tactics, and then you can start adjusting things. It does not matter at all at this stage in the game. You're going here. There is a first item over here. If we go straight left, we're going to search the remains. You definitely want to go for items at the beginning of the game, not for gold. We got a musket, which is not very good because you usually do not use musketeers early on in this game. So we're going to go then to this first dungeon. This is a lumber mill. You're going to start searching. We're going to clear this one. We definitely have 5 strengths. So we can destroy that door. Dungeon Survivor 2. Here we go. We will pick up another item sometime in this dungeon. Hopefully it'll be an axe or a sword. Again, you're really just looking for axes and swords, since that is our Those are the weapons that this particular party we have can use. I actually didn't equip my chainmail. It doesn't matter. Seriously, it doesn't matter at all. We will dismantle this completely. It's worth it to use 2 food because you end up getting 4. So we'll collect all, and when we camp, that we're actually going to be able to eat that food during this trip. It'll sustain us throughout this little trip we're on. You can talk about PvP heroes if you want. Talking to the live chat. You can't even see them on the screen. Here we go. We again search the remains. You're looking for items. We got a ring. Now, what does this give us? This is a speed ring. This is so bad. Actually getting extremely bad RNG. It'll be nice if this works out because I'll be able to show you that the speed run works even in the worst case scenario. Again, these items that are dropping are actually random. We're looking for any item that will give us a little extra strength so we don't have to use our souls early. You can really just use souls. Okay, so we're occupying the resource station. Next thing we are doing, if there are any little encounters here, you can go for this. If you're into Final Fantasy or anything like that. Nice dungeon crawler game. Now, here is a very important item. There's actually going to be a... this is this chest, and this will give you a bag to carry a lot of food. We do not have 8 dexterity or 10 strength yet. We're going to look for an item that can either increase dexterity strength. So this is what we're going to be going for the second time around. In the meantime, we are just going to go right over here. It's very important during this run to go on this hammer and start searching, because you are going to do a little fight here and actually find the remains of the blacksmith. And that will enable you to really finish up the entire map on the second run. So make sure you find that hammer. Don't leave it behind. You get a little wolf meat. Here we go. Wolf meat and wolf hides. Wolf meat we're going to use as food during this first trip. Wolf hides, we're eventually going to trade a few of these in for some gold a little bit later, which is really good. We will dismantle this completely. It's a pickaxe. We are running low on food already, but we have all this wolf meat that will cook in just a second. Did we get an item in this dungeon? I don't think so. The Twitch category for this would be creative. I actually just submitted this game to Twitch, so hopefully this will be on Twitch soon. People want to see... No, we didn't get any items. We did find the dead blacksmith. Now we are going to go and clear this one too. This will be another food mill. I believe there is an item somewhere in this little dungeon. Yeah, it doesn't really matter the category. Here we go. We actually don't have the food, but we really have enough rations anyway. In fact, is that going to max out our pack? Yeah. I might actually have to drop something in order to pick up an item if there's going to be one here. Keep it going. You do not need embers early on, so we're just going to leave that behind. Doesn't matter whatsoever. You can get embers and get them later in the game, but it really doesn't matter here. Okay, next place you go from here. Your food's running out. They're actually going to make us camp now. Usually you'll take 4 more steps once your food starts running out and wait till you're collapsing or faltering and then in camp, but they actually make you do it here. So we are going to... Do they make you in camp? Yeah, they make you do it. Alright, you don't have to rest. All you got to do is cook. Try to cook as much as you can. You can just hold down one of these. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is actually drop all of our embers and exchange them for this food, and eventually we are going to... Well, let's keep it going. We're actually going to drop all of the unnecessary items right now and pick up food. So you can get rid of spyglass, it doesn't matter at all. We can actually get rid of our extra rations. Maybe we should have kept the food and not gone for the rations earlier. We'll still have a lot left here. We're gonna cook another one. Another one. Again, you can see our load. We're gonna have to offload some of these in order to pick up more food. We'll be able to cook basically 2 more. Here we go. And that'll be that. So now we have 27 food. This will be more than enough to get us back home. And there you go. Just try to get the maximum amount of food and you press continue. Now we're going to go up. There is going to be 2 more little things we have to get over here. One is this dungeon. And thank you so much, Finest Emu, for subscribing. Really appreciate it. It's Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. Light the torch. Here we go. Just collect all. You did not get a lot of strength. You only need 1. You just need the 1 strength item. You're right. If you don't get enough in map 2, you're going to have to use some souls. We're actually all maxed out on rations. I can get rid of these in the meantime. Still looking for 1 strength weapon or 1 dexterity weapon, just to be able to open up that box that I showed you before. Don't need that. It's worth it to get the ore here. It's nice to get a little iron early on. I can get rid of the travel rations and get rid of the ember. Ore is definitely better. Though most of your iron in this game comes from ore. You can only camp once, by the way, so that's why these rations are useless, except for giving us a little extra food when we get back to our base, which doesn't matter at all. You do need Wi-Fi for this game. The reason is because they don't want people cheating and toggling and what's it called? Time jumping. Alright, keep it going! We're looking for our sword! I don't know if there's a sword. There is one more item we're going to pick up later. Pretty sure there is going to be an item somewhere in this dungeon, though. Don't need any of the embers or the travel rations. No, we didn't get it. This is extremely unlucky if we don't get anything here. We're going to collect the relics. What's in the box? And we got a second musket? Are you kidding me? And we got a magic musket. This musket is a dexterity musket. You know what? I'm probably gonna go and, this is so sad. Alright, well, from there you actually just go back to, oh, I didn't get this item. Sorry, there's one more item here. Search the remains. Come on, man, give me a strength item. Steel chain armor is actually really good, but it does not help us. This is ridiculous. Okay, here we go, and we're going back. Now, usually you'll get some kind of strength or dexterity item. We only got speed items there, so and we did get 1 musket, so we have to get, again, up to either 8 dexterity or 10 attack to open up that chest. So I'm going to see if I can. We're going to go back to the recruiting. We do have a couple of musketeers here, so this one has 5 dexterity. It'll do, and 4 strength. This one has 6 strength, 5 dexterity, so we're going to actually recruit this one. Being a little creative here, since we only got the only buff of dexterity we got was a musket. I'm going to now go to this musketeer. We're going to hand him the one that gives you dexterity, and now he's actually going to be able to open that box, which is really nice. We might as well equip our adventurers with some of the armor and items that we got, so we'll give him the chainmail so he doesn't die. Speed, why not? He's probably doing the most damage at this point anyway. And we'll give you the extra chainmail. To not get any swords or axes, which is ridiculous. It's so bad. But anyway, new messages. He's gonna tell us about the dwarf that we're gonna go get second way around. I don't even know if you have to ever click on this messenger, but we'll do it to get it over with. This is a dungeon crawler game. What code do you use? I don't know what the code thing is. It is a free game. I do have in the title of the stream. I have the link to it. All right, and we'll talk to you. He's gonna recommend a candidate, and we'll go find the candidate. Now, next thing you do is we did clear the entire top of map 1. We are actually well into step 3 now, so I'll change this around. And we'll turn this yellow. Here we go. So we're going to go back and do some resources here. It's super important to get the maximum amount of craftsmen. We still have 660 foods. This is enough. You're going to put everything into wood. And you can put really it's just good to put them into wood and food. You don't really need the iron at the beginning. You could put it into 5 iron. I would suggest using your second add right now, and hopefully it will land on wood. If not, we'll watch it. Part of the speedrun. I'm putting my earphones right up to the mic. Here we go. All right. And that did double the wood, so we will keep it going. I'm going to put the remaining 5 into iron, just so we have enough iron in case. It doesn't look like we actually have enough swords and axes to craft, so we're probably going to have to craft those early in the game. So, yeah, I'm going to put them into iron. Go get our gems. And here we go. We are going to go right into the second expedition. Now you have to edit this and get rid of your worst guy and put in your new guy who has either the 8 dexterity or the 10 strength. So we are going to put in Shay, our musketeer. Very rare doing a musketeer here. It's actually not that good because you actually lose a couple of food since he doesn't have as much strength, but he's good enough. Here we go. Do we need a pickaxe in this first one? This first mission? I don't think so. Alright, here we go. We are going to go on our second expedition. Let's get out of here. So on the second expedition, you just follow this route. You go, first of all, straight to this treasure chest. You will pick that with dexterity, and you get this bag. Now, this burlap bag adds 30 to your load, so you'll be able to carry 30 more food with you on the expedition, which helps so much. In terms of, we can't equip that yet, but it'll help so much in the future expeditions to be able to really start having a very long, efficient journey, so you're able to pick up a lot of extra gold and resources and stuff like that. Here we go. Don't worry about any of these little icons. We're just going to go straight to the blacksmith. We'll talk to him. He says, "Can you find my daughter?" We're like, "Sure. Where did she go?" So her daughter is right over here. You want to save the girl. And it doesn't matter which choice you take here. Now you can go back down to the blacksmith, and he's like, "Hey, you saved my daughter. I'm going to work for you now. And we're going to have a blacksmith next time we go to the capital." Super important to get this guy. Place you go from here is you go right to the left. And you go right to this dungeon. This is going to be the crystal mine. Now, you actually don't need any crystal mines in this game, ever. But it's nice to be able to just get the resources, and we're going to get a little extra food and maybe an item in this one. I'm not sure if there's an item in this dungeon. The way you set auto attack... 1 second. Do we go with... Oh, no, I'm cleaning. Damn it. Did I forget to bring a pickaxe? You actually need to bring a pickaxe on this. Okay, we're going to leave. In order to actually clean that out, we're going to have to encamp already. Oh, we don't have enough food now? Are we not going to be able to clear this dungeon? No, we only have... we'll see. It's actually good to bring up one pickaxe just for that on this first trip. I forgot about the pickaxe. Is this recorded now? I'm live. This game's not mostly reading, actually. I didn't actually bring my pickaxes with. That was actually a huge mistake on this run. Should I do this over? Bring pickaxes on your second journey. Duh. It's been a little while since I've done this run before, so... I hope I'm gonna have enough food to get back to the home base. This food doesn't matter at all, actually. We should have enough. Who's this guy again? Yeah, you don't have to talk to this guy. He doesn't do anything. We just lost a few frames. It's fine. Alright, here we go. We'll have enough food to get to the second map. We're actually not gonna have enough food to do a second run. It's okay. Do a couple fights here. It's nice to be able to get these wolves and stuff early, huh? What is this guy? Who is this guy? Oh, this is the merchant. Yeah, you definitely have to get him here. And despite all of our lack of luck, he's gonna give you some portals, which we can actually use if we really need. We're collapsing already? Huh. Yep, definitely bring pickaxes. We die on this next one, right? Damn it. Combat Hero Adventures? Interesting. Usually you'll have enough food to do it if you do it right. Talk to her, and you actually go right to the wilderness. In the wilderness, we do have a little extra food right now. So in the wilderness, the two dungeons you want to clear is this one right over here. It's just right above you. This will hopefully give us some equipment that we need. You know what? We didn't get those crystals early on, so we can't make runes now. Alex Lee, I really don't think Hearthstone has room for new streamers to start, especially since I've been out of the game for so long. We did get a claymore, so this is going to help. Wow, this is a very powerful weapon in the early game. Fortunately, it's giving magic, but this our warrior will be able to equip this. We searched the remains early on. This is a constitution robe. one of the worst runs I've ever had. It seems the money's there for small streamers. What are you talking about, Alex? I don't. Why would you? A small streamer who's not going to have many people watching him play a game isn't going to make much money. What's the worst thing in this game? I don't really have much criticism. The ad watching is a little bit... If you want to use ads to double your resources like you saw me do, I don't have 10 strength. We're going to get that chest later. It's really nice to get 10 strength here. You actually need 10 strength for that chest. I don't think you should go with dexterity at all, maybe. Because you need that weapon. Huh, interesting. There's more potential in Hearthstone, sure, but you can't just look at the potential. There's more potential to make money going into the cola business, you know? That doesn't mean you're gonna make it. You gotta be smart about it. We don't really need a healer. We're gonna need a healer eventually, because the second map will definitely do damage to you. Give me something good. We got another ring, a speed ring. This is the worst speed run I've ever seen. We actually probably should have rested there. You don't need a spyglass. We're actually taking way too much damage. These guys can't hit nothing. Again, another card game that would keep me in it long term would be amazing. I'd love to. If I was able to become a popular Hearthstone streamer, that would be great. But I don't. I think the Hearthstone, there's already so many established players, and for me also, where am I gonna get a collection from? From where will I get it? I'm gonna spend $1,000 getting a Hearthstone collection. If someone wanted to donate a Hearthstone collection to me, that would be a different story. Some goblins. It's like one of our barbarians is gonna die here. We're just going AoE. Garden Warfare too. I tried it. It's so boring. There's too many people on each team. This speedrun's going to SH1T in my opinion. We'll probably win this battle, but that's it. Our barbarians got eaten by a wolf. I'm gonna have to redo this run anyway. This was not very good. In fact, one of our people died, so we can't even carry as much now. Keep the food. Ever played Hearthstone? Sure. That's how I learned about streaming. I used to watch Trump play Hearthstone. And you go back. This is still not horrible for a first run. It just wasn't super efficient. We died in the middle of the second trip. But usually at this point, you're right there. I played PvZ Heroes already today. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to redo this video. I gotta go. You guys want to play a little PvZ Heroes first, since this stream didn't work? So much gold. What I'm actually going to do is delete this account. I'll do that after the stream. Let's just play a couple matches. Try to make a guide. Fail. What deck do you guys want to see? Surprise, surprise. We're playing PvZ Heroes. What a pleasant surprise. You guys want to see the new deck I did today? That's ridiculous. We went 10-0. Have the game pull viewers in, not the other way around. Yeah, Alex, I think I'm totally with you. The trick is to find, first of all, a game I'd be happy streaming long term, which most of the games I've tried, really, I got burnt out after playing them for a month or two. And I feel the PvZ Heroes is fine. I'm still gaining 1,500 subscribers every month. Things are, I could look at this year and last year. I'm very happy with the way it's been growing. So we just hit 40,000 subscribers, and hopefully I'm trying new games, and hopefully I'll find a break. Thanks for your input, though. I'm always happy to hear about new games and suggestions and stuff like that. You're enjoying that? Mustache Stompedon? Neptuna? Mustache. Wait, Mustache Stompedon? Did I have this idea written down? How does Mustache Stompedon work? So you have to go Rust Bolt. How does Rust Bolt Mustache deck? There's no way in heck this works. Here's the synergy, guys. We found the Mustache synergy. This is not. There's no way to pull mustaches off with Rust Bolt. I'm sorry. Nope. You can send me your deck list. I'd love to see it, but I don't see anything here. I'll show you guys a sneak peek on the deck I did today. I might upload this tonight or something like it. I'll just play 1 or 2 games and we'll get out of here. Go watch Game of Thrones. You're a Hearthstone player. Gotcha. One, two, one. Oh, there's so much potential here. We'll keep this on. What? One. That's too sad. Hello, Soulberry. How you doing? A nut deck with Walnut. Wow, he didn't have the answer to the cheese cutter. Sad face. Usually Beta Karatina. She has 2 superpowers. That are answer to this. She didn't get it. You got PvZ Heroes back? You run a Starfruit deck? What are the best decks right now? You're willing to recycle? The Brainstorm deck and Nightcap, Cycle Cap are the best decks right now. So you can just look those up on YouTube. King of the Grill's not even good here. Pass. It's pass. Sadness. It's midnight. You're catching the stream, watching since 2017. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. The real Birdle. What's more fun, zombies or plants? They're both. There's a lot of fun things. Probably more fun ideas with zombies though, if you're looking just for like random RNG, Baboon Rising, that kind of thing. So it's 102. We actually have an environment, if need be. I'll go with the 3-4. It's good enough. When we have a second swimmer for when we do the big combo. The big combo. 2 costs 3-4, definitely worth it. There was one person in the subreddit saying Valkyrie Hybrid was no good. And to be honest, it was someone who didn't know how to play the deck. They do weaken each other, but you have the two of the best win conditions in the entire game in one deck. So you have to, again, it's the balance that's really key. People start editing the deck. They start going and saying, they start saying the deck sucks because they tried a different deck list. The deck lists that I use for Valkyrie Hybrid I've worked on a long time. Trick or Treater. This looks good. Probably scoop up the goat here. Acid rain, perhaps. If we get a hearty treat, I'll definitely play it. Sugar. Sugar, sugar. Oh, honey, honey. We are kicking lots of tush. I think it's 03, maybe 1. What are you moving? Okay. Another play, we can go 5. Another play is 02. I think it's 03, 1. Bam! Actually, we can copy the 4-4. Oh, that's better. That is better. We're gonna win. $7 o'clock. I gotta go, guys. I don't think Lunchbox is good in this deck. You could do it. You could do Lunchbox. I don't think it works with the Synchronized Swimmer. It works with the Cat Lady. It really only works with the Cat Lady. Sometimes it'll work with Goat. It's guaranteed lethal. Look, Mommy, they're dead now. Yep. You grow me. Just running away from Stash. Again, I don't think Lunchbox makes this deck better. This deck is really good. I'm actually 11-0 with this deck now. We went 10-0 with this deck today. There were 2 close calls. Very close. But the deck, even in those games, performed very well. So, I mean, if we've never really run out of steam, this deck is insanity. It seems like the only times we've run out of steam, a Raptor would hit face and draw us an extra card. So, Bean, Heal Loop. So it's gonna be Heartachoke, Penis Flytrap Planet, and then you put a Bean. And then you... No, I don't get it. Should you craft this deck? You could. If you have all the uncommons, what multi-pack should you get? I still think premium packs for sure, because the super rares and legendaries in the premium set are the best. Pine Clone, you got Pogo, Mix of Gravedigger. There's so many important cards in the first set. Once you feel satisfied with that, you can go on to Galactic Gardens. One more. Should I make a pack command? Just gonna play one more game and go jump in the lake. Oh yeah! Thank you so much, the real Brutal.
Long overdue love here, but you deserve it. Will you be playing against us lot tonight? Keep it up, bro.
Thank you so much. Really just ending the stream. This is sort of a continuation from a different stream. I decided to play some PvZeros at the end. Thank you so much, Birtle, though. If you ever want to stop by the real stream, I'd be happy to play with you, though. Let me know your username. Normally, I stream this game from a little bit after, start a little bit after 12 p.m. Eastern time. Go for a couple hours. We need to get some early game here. This is fine. Do we play this on 1? I think we do, and we scoop it up when he plays the dickweed. There's 50% of his powers do answer this. So sad. That's really hard to do. Maybe I should have played this on 2. The only time is this potato mine. We're fine. Let's hope we get another 1-drop here, or a goat, so we can activate the synchronized swimmer. These two cards are so good together. Did not get it. Sad face. I'll be facing me on decks. Thank you so much, The Real Birdo. I really, really appreciate it. I'm happy people are enjoying the streams. We'll just go with dry. What about Spikeweed Sector? I guess I'll play this on. I've been using Blob, and it's unfair. You mean it's too good? Blob? I don't feel like Blob's overpowered nowadays. I kind of want to bring it back. Why are you playing a Spikeweed Sector for no reason? Some people feel like if they have extra sun, they just have to play cards. That was such a bad play. He can't even surprise us with that anymore. So we're gonna actually go 3, 1, and scoop up the goat. Probably. This is turn 4. I actually could scoop up the raptor if I want to. Probably stupid. The people who made this game are smart. Yeah, this is one of the. I'm serious though. This is the best card game I've ever played. Easily. Hearthstone's a great game, but you know. Go with this. I guess I'll scoop this. It'd be nice if they invested in this game. Go. Roar. Has to be the Spikeweed Sector is getting a little annoying. Roar. So what's better, a 6-4 or a 5-7? Do we just go face here? I think we do. 6-4 or 5-7? This 1-1 is so sad. 6-4 or 5-7? I think I'm gonna actually go 6-4. He's probably not gonna be able to kill this except for with the Shamrock, and there's a couple other much bigger targets. We go with the less stats for 1 extra 3. We sacrifice 3 health for 1 attack there. Pretty sure that's correct. We're in finishy mode. It's basically just gonna be Maniacal Laugh next turn. This goat is very sad here though. Not bad. Root him up. We roll a 1 and a 1 here. Maniacal's still ridiculously good. We'll be down to 10. We should win the game here. Meteor really doesn't do anything. It means he can Berry Blast that next turn. If he has Rocket, Berry Blast, it's really good. Otherwise, man, dead. Dead. Roar! I'll pretend to think here for a second. I wonder what it would be like to actually think. Pass. Just makes Maniacal Laugh a little less obvious. If you insta-pass turn 6 as Brain Freeze, they're like, I wonder what's gonna happen. So far so good. This does only the 7. Do you do it the fancy way? This will have 9 health, and it'll take 7 damage. Look, mommy, we win the game. We could actually do it to either one of these and I'll do the same result, but I feel like doing it the fancy way. We are going to tough through this potato mine. Tough it through! Go! First time a minion's ever survived that and frenzied through it. That might be the first time I've ever seen a minion frenzy through a hothead. It is possible. 5 people are watching PC Heroes. Alright, guys. Alright, guys. I will see you next time. I'll see you tomorrow at noonish. Doodles. Oh, that was a weird one. It's very psychedelic, though, because I end up having 4 hands for a split second. Oh. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate all the suggestions. It happens to be I've been working on a new game, theoretically, for a long time already. Close to 2 years now? Close to 2 years now, so... I feel like when it happens, it happens. I'm not super worried. Especially because the channel is growing by 50% every year, so eventually we get there. What is this? No, working on picking up a new game in the stream. So, alright, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace. This is Fry.